It's very important that this event will break through the moving averages of the stock. Once we are ready, this stock will really gain traffic, okay? First, we will have the Italian Air Force that is flying, okay? So this should be bullish for the stock. In my personal opinion, most biggest catalyst that maybe will be revealed and then 1 year, 2 years from now, 3 years from now, the stock will be multiple and I will make a lot of money. It's Virgin Galactic Fridays and I have put my spacesuit on. In terms, if this is your very first Virgin Galactic Fridays, then be aware that this is a series about space and the development of space during the whole week. So it's every Friday before you start into the weekend, you can watch the Virgin Galactic Fridays episode. I love that intro. I love also when you smash and subscribe and ring the bell, but those are the topics for today. First and foremost, I think this is the question that many people are asking. What Virgin Galactic stock will do during the maintenance period? We know that we are very, very close to it already, so it's nice to think ahead as an investor what could happen to the stock.
12 seconds later.
So now it should work. As you can see, the second topic today is let's have a look what the space stock did over the last 7 days, and finally we will dive into the stock chart to see which levels are now important, which support or resistant levels are very, very crucial for the stock. There's the big question, what will happen to the stock and Virgin Galactic when we are going into the maintenance phase? As you might know, starting after the next test flight, so I assume sometime in November, we are going into a multi-long maintenance period. This maintenance period will allow us to fly more frequently once we are ready for operation. This said, the start of operation can be expected towards the Q3 in general 2022, which will be sometime, September, October-ish next year. So we have 1 year starting in about a month where there won't be much happening. Maybe yes. Okay, so let us analyze the situation. First, we will have the Italian Air Force that is flying. Okay, so this should be bullish for the stock. It's very important, we will talk about it in the end of the video when we're talking about the stock chart, that this event will break through the moving averages of the stock. Okay, then we are also looking at the in my personal opinion, most biggest catalyst that maybe will be revealed in the next Q3 earnings, which will be around the 4th of November. But if not, then I think this could be counted as catalyst, and for the catalyst anyway, for the stock, which is the sales, right? How many tickets they sold, how is the process, how many people registered first, and then the next step, while the team is on the maintenance, I think that they will really focus on the sales. Then we will have the Delta type spaceship reveal. The design is apparently ready, and they are now building it as well. So I think this will be also a nice experience if they come out with something crazy, okay? With crazy, I mean, okay, it can take maybe more people, or it will be, a totally different design that, will have some better features, right? Or maybe they can even do something really crazy with it. And this is the next topic. What about the airplane that will fly in point-to-point travel? I mean, this is a couple of years away, but still an update on that could be also during the next quarter. So you see here that many catalysts are actually being done here, and I think that just thinking about a company that is doing maintenance for a couple of months, specifically in a pre-revenue phase, is not to underestimate. The overall market can bring the stock even further, and then also don't forget that once we are ready. This stock will really gain traffic, okay? This means new investors coming in, right? And I think that also this period could be forerun by many people weeks ahead of the start of the operation. So with this said, I don't know, what you're waiting for, but I'm definitely not waiting. I'm sticking to my strategy to just add every single month, and over the last couple of months it was the perfect idea because I could put down my average of the stock even further. So this is exactly what I'm looking for. And then 1 year, 2 years from now, 3 years from now, the stock will be multiple and I will make a lot of money. Yeah, over the last couple of 7 days, SPACE did something very bad that went down, right? I mean, it followed the overall market, which was a very tough week because there were a lot of uncertainties, some technicals about the S&P as well, political, geopolitical, all of those things, obviously. And there's my food ready.
3 days later.
Here we go. So as you can see, the stock went down from about 26.49 to now 23, which is another 13% discount, which means that you should be even more happy. If you love the stock at 26.4, you would absolutely be phenomenal in love. What a hard word. Phenomenal in love with SPACE at those levels. I don't think that those levels will persist as we see the market already bouncing back a little bit. It's an oversold situation, but we will talk about that in a couple of seconds. Current market cap $5.91 billion, in my personal opinion, way too low because considering that the entry barriers are so high. Alone, Blue Origin, just to develop their business and to run it, cost $1 billion per year. So you can see the dimension here in the space industry. So I don't think that many are able to make sure to enter this market. So I think, that's pretty much it about the stock. So let's dive into the stock chart. Alright, so nothing changed really. We have a small bounce back as of yesterday, which is Wednesday, and this pre-market on Thursday. We have a nice bounce back of about 3.5%. Nevertheless, nothing changes that you can see here. Also, the big buying here on the 30th of September, and actually you can see that it's still nothing changed. We need to cross those resistance here, okay? That's the 50 moving average, the 100 moving average, and the 200 moving average all together, while the 200 and the 100 moving average are very close together, which shouldn't be a problem. From an RSI level tells you if a stock is oversold or overbought, all right? And here you can see those RSI levels are pretty similar to this region, so nothing spectacular in terms of the overall situation. It's like you have seen that the more critical oversold situation was in the S&P 500, for example. Okay, we had levels like March 2020. So this is not the case with SPACE. That's why I'm thinking it's not such a big jump back. We are really waiting every single day now for the news, and I think this should then help the stock. Other than that, we are pretty much on a downtrend. If you can see here, not only we established this as a trend, but if you're going here, you see pretty much where we are going, except we are having good news. Okay, then obviously this trend will be further established. Here we have seen this can happen a couple of times, and then here also you see this is the long-term trend. Okay, since the IPO, this is the long-term trend, this is the short-term trend. So once it all changes, basically once the stock will go through this resistance. And as you can see, while I put this line here for the bottom of the downtrend, you can actually see that this is important to break through not only the 50 moving average, but back into the overall trend, and then through the moving average, so around 35 we should be in a very, very nice uptrend. Okay, so this will be very, very important. So this is what you need to watch. Watch it closely. I'm obviously updating this every now and then in my live stream, in my videos, so stay freaking tuned.